With the NFL playoffs promo solos right in full swing, a lot of you guys, whether you're new or you're veterans, have been asking about specific ways to go about either playing the solos. Is it worth it to go through everything like, going through these, what is it? They had like 60 solos. What are the solos that are really, still have some value to it? Should I do Snow Beast? Should I go and do the training camp every week? Should I do Ghost of Madden Forever? What is the best way to make the most out of Madden 19 Ultimate Team right now during the playoff promo? I'm going to get you guys that information and more right now. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we're back, and I've been getting a lot of concerning questions about this situation right here. So look, pretty much if you're new to the game or you're a veteran, you probably have already done this. If you didn't do it, and you went the route of trying to obtain a card that you really wanted by spending spending coins or sniping or buying bundles, that's always the other alternative to do it. That's primarily the for most of you guys that are saying the no money spent and stuff like that, that's all sounds good, but in certain cases, it depends on what you're trying to do. Like, you can have different variations of your team. Some of you guys use farm accounts and you transfer coins. It's all part of the same madness that is ultimately trying to get you the same exact thing. So with certain cards that are released, the one thing that I have to give EA Sports a lot of credit about with their bundles is that in some cases, they give you a chance at an actual higher overall card. In this case with the NFL promos, when you guys are asking about the solos and which one you should be actually doing, I highly recommend that you do these solos only for the fact that a majority of the people that have done it and have actually tweeted me like, yo, Gmia, I pulled this, I pulled that, yo, I'm pulling this. It's all been good stuff. Now, me personally, through the sets that they have for exchange sets and all these things here, I've pulled 193 and like 491s. So what does that mean? This probably right now, if you haven't already done this, is probably one of the most lucrative, making you the most MutCoin solo challenges that you can do. All right? I've been getting asked about people that got the game after the Snow Beast was already released. Is this relatively worth it? Now look, these 4 players, it's nothing really special about them. I actually haven't even powered up Steve Atwater at all yet currently, but I do have him at a 94. As far as when I say power up, I mean adding like Sprinter Chem and all that stuff. I haven't gone that far. I'm going to show you guys in a second. But ultimately, what you get from these Snow Beasts is just you get the card and you get some snow. That snow should have been converted to training points, so you have a little bit more of an advantage going forward with trying to get a head start with upgrading them, since everything has been converted to training points now from snow or snowflakes or whatever EA Sports has going on. So if you need a strong safety or something like that, I will tell you this, right? The Kevin Mawai gets lead the way chem, which is something that's very, very smart to have for your lineman. So I would highly recommend it. He's gonna probably, if you don't already have enough training points, he's probably gonna cost you about maybe 200K to power up, unless you got him during that time where he was worth I think it was like 900 coins to power him up. Like a lot of people were able to do that. Other than that, it's gonna cost you about 200K depending on how much training you already have, right? Howie Long, I have him right now because he gets out of the way chem, or out of my way or whatever like that. Now, Steve Atwater is very, very unique because I don't really use a real strong safety. I put my corners at strong safety. So Deion Sanders is strong safety. No, Deion Sanders goes to free safety. And Brian Dawkins, at this current moment in time, he goes to the other position. All right, strong safety position. So I don't, uniquely say to go ahead and just get this guy for whatever reason. I'm going to show you his card at 94 in a second. But Herman Moore, he's pretty good at going up and getting aggressive catches. And I don't know if you guys have been watching me during my live streams on twitch.tv/GmiasWorld, but I really don't care anymore. And I'm coming out and I'm throwing the ball up into quadruple coverage every play and trying to get a Moss action, because that's what Madden 19 is. So enjoy it for what it's worth. Now, as far as the MUT levels go, a lot of you guys have not reached MUT level 70 yet, but you can see that I still haven't done these solos, even though they are unlocked. Pretty much what you're going to get usually is uniforms. Now, the uniforms usually quick sell for some kind of value or whatever. The last couple that I raid sold or just got rid of, it was going for like 3,000 coins a uniform. So that's just a way to get some additional MUT coins if you're looking to do that. You don't, like I said, you can just leave it alone. I've really been soloed out because the game itself has been causing me really, really high levels of tension in my brain. So I haven't really been playing a lot of them. But if you're new to it, you're probably a little bit more excited and you want to get some free coins, stuff like that. That alone, going through that segment right there is going to net you about 35 to 40K if you sell the uniforms as well. all right, depending on, you know, how you go about it with all the coins that are there. Also, let me see, with this right here, they should be unlocking. Okay, so this one is unlocked, all right? You could go ahead and do that for 4,000 coins, and then you also get one of the collectibles that can go into a set of any of the tiers. Usually I use my trophies for John Madden Coach, but this is just a free way to get some of the competitive trophies if you wanted to get it and just get 4,000 coins just for playing the one solo. The training camp solos, right? These are ideal because you get, you know, you get a decent amount of training points, but you got to play 5 games. So a lot of you guys are like, yo, Gma, I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? You say fo, like F-O-H. You're like, yo, listen, I don't got time for that. And I understand. Trust me, I do. But again, if you're trying to gain coins in order to make, you know, purchases, to be able to flip certain things, I would grind it out. Obviously, right now, I grinded so much. Bro, I've played so many solos, man. I've played at least 1,600 solos. Like, I've gotten all the 250,000 coins for playing 1,500 solos. I've done all that stuff. So I'm pretty much soloed out. But I will tell you this. It was a very, very important part of me being able to appreciate the coins that I have. And that's why I'm not a crazy spender. Because I know what it takes to get it and the time you have to put in. So I don't really go crazy. So I haven't played this yet. But it is something that you should probably do because you get training points and you also get a decent amount of coins. Now, these Ghosts of Madden Forever, I want you to be very, very cautious with this. Let me tell you why. Champ Bailey is worth it. Michael Vick is a bum, but if you play this after you already completed a set, you can't do nothing with the collectibles that come after the first one. So pretty much the first solo of all of these gives you the collectible to upgrade the Ghost of Madden Forever. So if you wanted a Michael Vick, you can go through all of this. Or you could just do that one, get that Michael Vick. You got to power up the, you got to power him up to a 96 or something, and then you would put him into the power up, your original one, that the regular purple card. Don't do what I did and power him up all the way and then add chems to him. You power him up to 96 and then you put him into, you know, the other, whatever it is, the power up, the original power up. But you have to start off with the first solo. That's what gives you the 80 overall card to be able to power him up. All right. Out of all of these 3, I only think that Champ Bailey is worth it because Tony Gonzalez, I don't really, you know, I already have the Shannon Sharp. And with Michael Vick, I've tried him out. I did as much as I could with him. He's a terrible quarterback. If you guys enjoy running around in circles and doing all that good stuff, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Make your opponent want to rip his eye sockets out. I understand. Trust me. I love that you guys do it. I just can't do it anymore because he can't make the throws that I need. So I've moved on from Michael Vick. But if you guys are still into that, that's fine. God bless you, man. Have fun with that. Now, as far as why I think the NFL playoff solos are the most lucrative right now is primarily because when you go through all those solos, right, and you start getting those free cards, you're going to get a lot of things that you can either use directly in the sets to make the cards. At this point right now, the Zach Martin set is the most expensive one. It should still be the most expensive one. Let's just check. If this guy is still like 300 and something K, then he still is the most expensive one. All right, so he's at 310. So it's actually coming down. So everybody is probably waiting because EA Sports is going to be releasing some new content over the weekend. So maybe people are starting to say, you know what, enough with this guy. This guy was like 180 something, right? Okay, he's down to 127. So you could actually get this guy a lot cheaper. But I would still look to completing this set to get this guy as the card that you're ultimately trying to get. From doing all those solos, I would try to figure out a way to either sell some of the cards or you would, because some of them are going to be auctionable. The ones that are nats, all of the ones from the 60 solos are nats, but then when you do some of the objectives and the progress by playing all the solos, you're going to get some cards that are not nats. All right, I think it's like I think I got like 1 or 2 that wasn't nat. Whatever you get though, this is the best thing to do. First of all, you should have already done this. Get 3 random gold players. You get your first one. I got a 91 out of this for 3 gold players that were like 70 overalls, right? After you do all of that stuff, this is what you're going to need to do, right? Stay away from this set because EA literally wants you to put any 84 to 93 overall into the set to get a 91 overall. So just stay away from the set because it might confuse you. We might get a couple guys putting 93s to get a 91. I don't want that to happen. So just avoid that set. I don't know why they wrote it like that, why it's like that. I don't understand it. But let's just stay away from it as long as you can. Now look, this one right here, you can take a lot of the players that you already have, right? Like you're going to get from those nats, and you can use this to go ahead and try to get a Dallas Cowboy playoff pack and try to get a card that's, you know, goes into Zach Martin's set that's a higher overall. I did not have luck doing that. The highest one that I pulled from the Dallas team NFL playoff set was actually the Crawford or something. Whatever that other guy was. That was what I got. Let me just make sure I tell you the one. Was it Crawford? Is that his name? I don't know what his name is. Where is he? Okay, Tyron Crawford. So that was him. I got the 91. So I had to still pay $300K to get Zach Martin, but it was worth it. You know, it is what it is. I paid $300 for him. At the time, he was going for like almost $500K. I don't know what he's at now, but that's not, you know, that's not really what the point is. The point is about you getting as much as you can out of the solos and which ones you should be focused on. So I would avoid the gauntlet and all the other stuff right now. I would focus on the NFL playoffs primarily because that's what everybody is focused on. So if everybody is focused on it, that's where the fluctuation of the prices are going to be going on. You guys should get involved in it. Now, the last one that I was going to show you, the trophy exchange, I think it's way too much for 15 trophies for one random elite. Because if you use 15 of these trophies and you get a low overall, you are going to be very upset. So I would stay away from the trophies. The only one that I would risk, the tokens one I would also stay away from. Because what happens was EA put the set out. And at first, when they put it out, they were giving out all 91s. They took it down and reset it, and then all I was getting was 84s. So I would avoid this one also. All right? But again, you could see if you could get lucky. What's the worst that could happen? You know, you could try it out and see what's good. It is what it is. But this one right here was giving me 88s and 91s. I didn't get a 93 out of it, but I was getting something high throughout it. And you can do this one twice by finishing up the 60 solos because you get a card for each one. So 6 and 6 is 12. You could do that one twice and possibly get a 93 overall like a lot of you guys were actually able to obtain. So those are the things that I would probably be looking forward to get out of those solos right now. And those are at this moment the most lucrative, the most, you know, the highest chance of you getting the most MUT coins is probably through the NFL playoff solos. All right, so I want to make sure that everybody understands that because when we move off onto the next thing, they're going to be doing Team of the Year. And then I'm going to be jumping right to the next thing. So you guys have to be aware as we continue to progress and make progress on GmiasWorld, I keep you guys steadily going through. So throughout the playlist, you'll see one after the other. You'll be able to see how we were transitioning through, all right? So keep that in mind as we go forward. Definitely get those solos done. Let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you to the guys and the girls that come out, answer the questions, and you guys are doing a very, very good job speaking to each other and getting things done in the comment section. So don't hesitate to ask the question. There's always somebody that can answer it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to look out on my GmiasWorld homepage on YouTube and subscribe to GmiasWorld podcast and also GmiasWorld Gaming, which we will have a lot of things coming very, very shortly. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.